It's very nice to be the last one between the hamburger. But I'm here today not to educate you in anything. How many in here understands how internet is working? Thank you. That's why I'm here. I need help. I have this big idea. It's a very big idea. I'm going to change everything, and I need your help because I'm going to do the complete physical world into internet. Why do I do that? First of all, the trends in the market. You can read it here. I had this together with Stanford Research Institute for many years, but now Harvard says this and everybody believes in it. When the financial guys comes in, they believe in it. Everything, people, things will move around. We will not have schools, workplaces, or maybe even family homes. We will move around. It's a complete movement of everything. How do we interact with things who is moving? How do we interact with people who is moving? And how do we do business in a world where everything is moving? Yeah, it's internet. The next thing, everybody's looking to these young girls, 15 years to the first child. Those are the new market. No. This is the new market. How will we build our houses? How will we get our food? How will we educate ourselves? How will the farming work in the future? How should we do this if we move to Mars? This is what we are working on. We are not caring about how you get your shoes. I don't care. It's not important. This is important. So, I will correct the numbers we had before with 1919. It was actually in this period, 1901 to 1930, where we had one car to the left and one horse to the right. The tipping point, and this is the most important thing for you to know, the tipping point was 6 to 9 months. A period of 6 to 9 months moved away the horses and put in the cars. Up here to the left, you see a hole. That was for horse shit. That was the biggest investment they did in the history of New York for the infrastructure, and that's why they were the first one with a subsystem. Because they needed to have it when the cars came. And that's actually Bill Gates' grandfather, because he took the logo there from, I don't know why. But what we are doing is that my log trade and my partners I will come back to, we are now trying to understand what will happen. And we have done it the most things in the world right now. We are actually going for Amazon. I don't care about Tesco. I don't care about the structure. I go for Amazon. I go for Jeff. Jeff did Amazon in 95. I did Bocuse in 96. I go for Jeff. World's biggest company, I go for them. Together with Ericsson, together with IBM, together with Sony, together with here and Stanford. I go for Jeff. Next thing, food will be used. We can't throw away food. We throw away like 50-60% of all food produced. In the US, we use 25% of all the foods for our pets. It's not sustainable. I will change the shopping malls into logistic centers. Jeff can be in Eskilstuna. I'm in Sickla. Now, I'm in Sickla now. You can go there. It's called Leveriet. I will not have trucks going around on the roads being half empty. We are on that spot. We are connecting pallets, so pallets itself can be an Amazon Go store, and it's working. We are selling things in those stuff now, and we will throw ketchup on people before they know that they needed ketchup, because no one knows that they need ketchup and they are moving around, so I will try to hit them. And I will go for the washing machine ordering its own stuff, and I send my 2 colleagues, the young ones, to China to understand, do we need to be communists? Maybe. And then I get the defense coming out saying that Fredrik is something on here and this will change everything. And that's the Minister of Defense saying this on LinkedIn. So we have something here, so please help me. I don't know how to solve this, but we will do it. And I am selling soil in a parking house in Norrköping directly without having any stores, sending the money to the owners of the soil right now. We started that last week. And yesterday we launched the first project where we'll have an autonomous self-learning robot handling these small service centers with Fredrik Lövgren from Linköping. That was launched yesterday. What I will launch tomorrow? Yeah, I will fly drones in Västervik. Now, I go for Jeff. So this is where it all starts. A lot of products. Anybody here done any e-commerce sometimes? Have you bought anything on the net? Okay. You know, it starts here. It's a typical factory. This could be a bakery, a factory, a shoe factory, just a warehouse. You see this warehouse all over? It starts there. Your package starts here. Now let's take this package and see what happens. It goes through four different processes. Here is before you have decided what to do. Here is when we ship it to you, and then we check if you are happy. No one is happy. Everybody's angry on PostNord. And then we try to do some data analysis and go back and do it better tomorrow. But we haven't figured out how to do it. And just for you to know, we need 5 more PostNords in Sweden the coming 3 years. 5 more. Do you want that? No. No one wants that. So we have to rechange. I'm training every day. I do 3 million transactions every 24 hours. So I know about you. If you buy a greenhouse in a combination with some seeds, then I should handle you to the police probably. Or if you buy shoes and food, yeah, you're training and eating. That's good. We know that. We do combinations every day. But we are not Facebook. Actually, my COO, Sarah, you saw in the picture of China, she has a T-shirt saying, I'm not Shannon. We're going for them too. Here how you do it today. All these guys, you know, the farmers, blah, 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 you heard them before. No one of these guys have any predictive capabilities. How many here has bought the Christmas gifts for next year? Great, I want you. Is anyone in here not thinking, do Christmas come next year? Have you changed to your summer tires? Do you change your winter tires in September because winter is coming, or are you at the first day where it snows at the garage? We don't have any predictive capabilities, because Stanford says to me, if we should have the predictive capabilities as I want them to have it, we will kill ourselves. Sorry, it's a math. So, by not having that, we need these big, big warehouses here. They're very ugly too, don't you think so? They're really ugly, and no one wants to work there because they have no windows. It's really ridiculous to build a thing. No one wants to be there. We don't want to look at it, but it's there. Why? Because we don't know when the ketchup is running out. You're sitting there at home, maybe the ketchup will run out now. No, one more dinner, and then the latest, I want a drone. We can't do drones with ketchup. It's not sustainable for the society. So what we want to do here actually is actually to figure out when you need ketchup, produce the ketchup and move it very, very slowly to you, and then suddenly you say, I don't have any ketchup. Oh, it's here. 5 o'clock you're going out, it will not happen now, sorry for that. Coming out the door saying, it would be very good with a gin and tonic, it's there. Whoa, that's a nice one. Shouldn't I have new shoes? They are here. At the gym, actually, because it's where you're supposed to use them. You get the point here. This is just internet for physical things. A little bit more tricky for me to move them around than the email and FTPs, but yeah, it's the same thing. Together with Ericsson, we actually opened up this standard, creating what we call the Internet of Logistics standard. So now it's an open source standard for everybody to use. Everybody can go in here, even Jeff. But he won't, because no one is owning the data then. What we did here was opening a standard like Ericsson has done with the GSM standard, the Bluetooth standard, and now we do the Internet of Logistics standard. So their part in this project is actually, we have the standard, and we moved it over to a very amount, 50, I think, different organizations, like IATA handling the airlines, and other handling the ships, and the third one handling the drones, whatever they will be called, I don't know. The drone community. And then we created a technical layer where we can connect everybody with simple REST APIs or whatever today. Logtrade is actually a command and control center for this. Ericsson is the data securement level for this. And then we connect everything. We connect trucks and cars and packages and people and cats and dogs and whatever. And everything in the world now is a URI. You know URI? Everything in the world is URI. And another thing here, there are no products anymore. Everything is a package. Ta-da! This chair is a package. This computer is a package. 2 computers exactly the same, that's also a package. With 2 computers exactly the same. A computer and a chair together, that's a fruit bowl, but a package. So we skip the products, we make everything a package. You know packages, everybody knows packages working with the internet. So now everything in the world is a package. What can we do with a package? Move it, charge for it, store it, combine it, optimize it. It's a package. Next thing, let's have those packages accessible through the internet. Of course, the standard is there. You find something on the floor, you just went to it and say, hey, I'm ketchup, what do you want to do? I'm $1, I buy you. Grab me and go. That's an Amazon Go for real. Or I say, I don't want to buy you and carry you from here, but I want you tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. E-commerce physical. Or the ketchup says, hey, are you going home, for instance? Yeah. If you carry me to your neighbor, I give you $1. That's a package for real. This we're doing now, not then. We are profitable. A good idea with a profitable company. Have you heard about that? Google last time. This is our friends. I don't need a gun. Maybe, but not right now. They are protecting us. We have the Watson Center for working with the here for combining all the places with attributes. And we work with this. Now, let's look in how to do Internet of Everything Physical. This is the future of delivery places. This is places where cars will going around, being a hotel room sometimes, a hairdresser, or blah, blah, blah. This is where we can put things in your trunk before you come and grab the car in your carpool. We can load cars in the night. We can load food in the night. Everything here will be exactly automated. But we have places today, when you're checking in with booking or hotels on your hotel room, you can have your clothes there and just leave the clothes you don't want. That's very convenient. Men, I see a lot of men in this room, are not buying trousers on the net. We're buying everything else, but just trousers is not the product for the net for men. We don't know why yet, but let's try to bring them to the hotel. Maybe we buy trousers. I don't know. The gym is probably one of the places where you will be. I thought that until I met the founder of Peloton in USA. That's a very, very new product, a bicycle that costs like a horse's bed. And it's very successful, and that actually moves the gym into your garage or your home. So maybe the gym isn't a place either, I don't know, but I thought so. Dog take caring center. You know from the statistics that there are more people getting the dog in time than the kids. Very interesting statistics. The Alibaba store, do you know the Alibaba store concept? I move around. I'm very interested in one area. I open an area for that store, and people in that area comes and we nerd down to things together. That's new retail, funny people, just my type of people, you know. I have this store, it's always myself there. And then I have this hairdresser and so on. This is the other thing we do. We try to look, where are trucks going around? This is also working. It's not a future thinking. Where are trucks going around? The red one up there is filled. The green one down here has place. Then I can put something out here saying, I want to go to Oslo. And the truck says, oh, I can take you to Halmstad in this case. Okay, it's a hitchhiker. So I'm hitchhiking myself around as a pallet or a package. The other thing we're doing is actually working with these products now. Paint on your wall on the house. You buy a new house, you have guarantee for 2 years. After 7 years, you should repaint it, and you do that after 12 years because you don't have any predictive capabilities. So after 12 years, you say, I have to paint my house, and then you start calling around to the painter saying, can you paint my house? And they say, what paint is it? I don't know. Do you have all the equipment? No. So it's a mess. So it's better that the paint actually says, I need to be repainted on this wall and order the package, and the package order the painter. You get it? So what we do now is actually creating a boss. So the package is actually going to say, I want to be moved, I want to be recycled, I want to be painted, I want to be mounted. So no one working on a building construction site in the future will have any planning, because they are lousy on the planning. You know, they have like 18 months of predictive data, and still they don't know where anything is and what to do. So they take away the calendars, saying, go there tomorrow, stand on this place, and a package will come and say what you should do. This is exactly what we need to do if we should build a house with a robot. So we're just converting people to robots before the robots can do it. Because then it's much easier to build a robot. You get it? No one will put the wrong medicine in the wrong person anymore, because the system will know it's the wrong medicine with the wrong person. You should change either of them. This is not so hard, it's just code. You get it? Shoot.
So you have a URI that at Ericsson.net. They don't want DNSSEC. How are you going to secure this?
It's up for Ericsson in this case. I don't know. It's a good question. I take it back with them. I promise. I asked for help. Please help me with this then. So that's good. The next thing I will do here is to have everything to be everything, as it is on internet. Because what's the difference between actually an email, an FTP, or a www or whatever? It's just code in different forms. We can say that the code is different things also, but what we're trying to do here is actually that actually in the physical world, we have something to be shipped. That's from a shipper, that's from a bakery or a factory, going to a location with a capacity. So if I want that bottle, you will be the shipper, I go down and bring it, I'm the capacity, and I put it here, this is the place. And this goes around and around and around. And things doesn't disappear until you ate it, mounted it, or recycled it. Until then, things are there. So, to prove this, I'm baking bread. Because with bread, I have 12, 24, 48-hour cycle for all this I said. Because bread gets old. If I do this with building material, I need to be 140 years old to see the complete process working, and probably I will not be that. So I did bakery. This is the bakery. This is actually real pictures from Twitter's head office down there. The Blue Bottle Cafe. So I go with its bread trucks around in San Francisco, delivering bread, trying to learn how will the future looks when bread is delivered with robots. Right now. This is how it will look. Up to the left, you have the bakery. There are 2 million bakeries in the US. That's a hell of a lot of bakeries. Connect all those bakeries will be the biggest bakery in the world, but they have never met. That's internet. Then you don't need Nestlé and those guys. And Whole Food. We killed them. Took the bread. Next thing we do is actually to replace the bread trucks with these small things going themselves. We have autonomous things going around in Santa Clara with Ericsson right now, around 100 different types. Flying, going inside, going in trucks, blah, blah, blah. Ordering an Uber, ordering a Lyft. I want a Lyft. Who are you? I'm Brad. Brad ordering a Lyft. Yeah, I want to be in the trunk. Why not? And then we move this bread to the first A customer. Those customers paying the price I want, expect the quality I'm saying, and it should be in time. For bread, it's typically like 0 to 6 hours after the bread is produced. That's the A customer. That's Blue Bottle, Twitter head office, Google and House head office, I think that is, in Palo Alto. After that, the bread says, hey, I want a new Uber. Hey, who are you? I'm Brad. Okay, where do you want to go, Brad? I want to go into Stanford. Why? I'm going to sell myself to half price. So I'm going into Stanford saying, hey guys, you students, you don't have money. I'm still good bread. Buy me for half price. They do. After that, the bread say, I take a Lyft now because Uber is not so very kind to bread. So I take the lift now, and the lift is coming saying, where do you want to go, Brad? I want to go to this charity organization because I'm going to give them my bread, because then the A customers tomorrow will pay even more, because I'm a good Brad. And when even the charity organizations don't want me, I say, hey, maybe I don't take Lyft or Uber, give me a tractor. I want to go to the pig farm. Because I will not create waste, because on Mars I can't create waste, because there's no window to put it out. So I have to be something. So I be food for pigs. And then I go back to the factory saying, hey, do you have new bread for me to work on? And then we connect these bread selling things together, 10,000 here, 100,000 in France, and then they learn each other. Today it's sunny, go with the bread to the football game. Today it's raining, let's go with the bread directly to charity, and so on and so on. That's the Tesla model. We actually have the same team there. So now we're learning bread how to sell to us. When we have done that with bread, we can do the ketchup. So ketchup and bread is the future food. And salad, and tomatoes, and oranges. And this is where we train Watson, for instance, in. And this means that all the locations need a definition like we have on the internet. So a location need in the future, this afternoon, maybe tomorrow, actually knowing, should I let this guy in because he's a robot carrying something very bad, or is it good? Should I open? Should I move? Do I dare to go in there? This we need to solve now because it's just robots entering places and we don't want to hurt people, drowning them in ketchup. Because if you think that the robots, AI, will kill us with guns, it's completely wrong. They will kill us with ketchup. Huge amount. You're super surprised. Complete Manhattan is drowned in ketchup. What happened? I don't know. It was something wrong in the algorithm. The cheapest war in history. The other thing we have in the gig economy here is actually, is this the paint for this wall? Is this the clothes for this place? Sorry, it's a free picture. And is this the sofa that I should place here? And should this salt be in this dishwasher? All of this need to be solved. This is what I'm asking you for. We need a lot of methods, we need a lot of security, and we need a lot of things to think about because people will use this thing in order to try to do things with the ketchup. That's why I'm here. Help me. This I already solved. Second opinion, physical blockchain, call it whatever, of having a package opening a smart lock. So in this case, someone is buying something, shoes, I say them, because they are those girls, 15 to first kids, buying something, going with DHL to your home, and we need to open the smart lock. Instead of having these codes out, often in paper structure in the truck, so if you want the codes, you can get them there. It's better to send a copy of everything happening to, in this case, SOS Alarm or a 911 operator. And when the DHL guys actually ends up at your house, the lock is asking, should he be here now with these shoes? And they say, yes, open. At the same time, this guy or girl can have help if they find someone being ill or a window being broken. So they are actually now being Securitas also. Because Securitas is going around today with just a scanner and no packages, and now we have someone else going around with a scanner and a package. And if a lamp is broken, we can actually have this person to fix it, technical home taking care when they are there. And if it's a threat to them, that's the most common today, young girl having a delivery, coming into an apartment, and a guy is waiting, do you want coffee? Yeah, then they have an alarm button on the other way. So we are securing up this method around the physical internet with all these methods. So I'm turning everything around. I will change the world and I will kick ass with Amazon. So please help me. I have shitloads of customer applications out there and 3 million transactions every day, so we can start working whenever. So just an introduction to what I'm trying to do. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for having me here. I will also have the hamburger, so I stop now. Thank you.
Do you want to take any questions, or
Yeah, sure.
just very quickly? Is any questions for Fredrik, or did he say it all? Okay, we'll see you tonight for burgers then.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, can you thank one more time for Fredrik?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.